Good day, everyone. Today we are going to discuss starting a business. Now, this is an age-old topic that's been rehashed and hashed, but I feel like in today's world, many people are being taken advantage of because of their concept of business. The individuals that are looking to take advantage of those people that are lazy and are trying to find a way to, make $1 million before noon, working 2 days a week. Uh, here's the deal. Let's start with the basics. Let's bring it down to what business actually is, how it actually works, and then help you find a lane that will be profitable for you. Um, I feel like we're not taught it in school. We're not taught it regularly when you YouTube, how to start a business, or you um, Google how to start a business. You're just not getting the actual information to make you successful. So that's what this that's what this information, these videos, that's what they're for, is to help you along your journey, to help you find what you're good at, to help you find a purpose, to show you how to be successful in business, what business is, and all the other pieces and parts, because it's much, much more complicated than the average person thinks. And that's why a majority of businesses fail. Even if they don't fail on paper, they're not prospering for the individual um, in other ways, and that we'll get into that. But let's begin. So you probably want to grab some pen and paper, or a pen and a piece of paper, notebook, or whatever. Um, the first thing you want to understand about business is that there are only two types of businesses. There are competitive businesses, and then there's non-competitive businesses. Competitive businesses are any service or product that you sell or offer that there are other people offering the same product or service. You're in a competitive business. A non competitive business means that you offer a product or service that nobody else offers. That can be in your area, that can be in the world, whatever. But if you're the only person that offers that service, obviously you have no competition. And then you get to kind of make the rules at that point. Um, by far, the majority of people starting a business are going to choose a competitive business to enter into. But we will touch on the non-competitive. But almost everybody that's listening to this is going to enter into a field where there is somebody else that's offering a product or service that is the same or similar to what you're offering. So let's start there. The first thing that you need to understand is that if you are offering a product or service that somebody else is offering, and you are in a competitive field, you need to understand that it is competitive. And that's something that is so overlooked. If I'm relying on this business to feed my family, then this is not a game to me. And it shouldn't be to you. If you're planning on entering into a field where there are other people that are relying on that same product or service to feed their family, this is not something that you should take lightly. This is something that you need to understand one of two things. If you are to be successful in any way at all in this field, you need to dominate it. That's simple. Business isn't a friendly competition. This is a field where people are vying for the same customers. This is a product where you're trying to convince people to purchase your product over the next product. This is not a game. This is not a game at all. So, the first thing you need to know is that you're not going to be able to do less, offer the same prices, work the same hours, and beat out competition that's already there. It's not going to happen. So you have to find the pain points of your competition. Go to their store, talk to people that have used their products or services, look for the pain points, look for the problems. So Here's another piece. Every good business, every long lasting business solves a problem. And not only do they solve a problem, but they continually recreate new beneficial ways to solve that problem. So if you're offering a service that somebody else offers or a product, you need to figure out what is it that they're not doing well. Is their customer service not up to par? Is the product made cheaply? Is there a better product that's available on the market for a close price point that you could offer? Is Are there hours that they're offering or that they're available that um, maybe there are hours that they're not available that your company could be available? And then what are the customers that are needing those services during those hours? There's so many things you need to figure out, but you have to figure out before even thinking about starting a business or a service that is in a competitive field. You have to figure out what you're offering that is better or different than the competition. And then you have to make sure that you're offering it better to the point that you can convert their clients to yours, or you can get a market by yourself because maybe you're on the other side of town and you live in a big enough city. Whatever the situation is, you have to do your market research. So that's point number one. Do your market research, find out who your competition is, find out what they do poorly, find out how you can do it better, and then you need to have a test run. So if it's a specific service or if it's a specific item, you create a page and you reach out to people and start asking questions. I'm looking at starting this service or this selling this product, and I'd like to know what are your problems currently with this product or service. And maybe it's something you find out that this person really has a good hold on, or this business has a really good hold on it, and maybe it's something you don't want to jump into. you know you could theoretically start um, a new search engine on the internet, but do you really think that you could compete with Google? Like, there's other engines like Bing and Safari, but Google is so ingrained into everything that we do, whether it's starting a YouTube channel and you need a Gmail account, or the services and products that Google offers through their email platforms, or I mean, Google is so ingrained into our business that it would be next to impossible for us to even use other services offered by another search engine. So that's the next step. So once you've identified, what are the pain points, how you could do it better, um, then you need to figure out how you become inseparable, how you become the person or the company that um, is needed long term. So is there some sort of reoccurring thing that you could do? Is it, we'll stop by once every couple of weeks or once a month or once every 2 months to check the status of this, for $30 or whatever it is, something that gets you involved with the customer long term. Um, and that's not always available, but you want to be involved as much as humanly possible, so that when a person thinks, oh, I need this or I need that, it's your company that they think of, and it's your company that they tell other people about. And it's really about, um, once you get involved, it's about growing what I call your ecosystem. So one of my companies is a junk removal company. With that junk removal company, we offer odor removal. So after we remove the junk and you're looking to sell your house, now you're saying to yourself, there's kind of a smell in here. I've had it cleaned and there's still kind of an odor. We can offer odor removal and the cleaning and, repairs to sheetrock and concrete and painting and whatever. We have a construction company. Your ecosystem grows to the point that when somebody calls and says, hey, I need this junk removed, they also say, and I'm going to need odor removal. The carpet tore out. I'm going to need some demo. I also need the back wall repaired. And now you're their one stop shop. And that's what you want to become. You want to become everything that's in your ecosystem, you control it. And that's what all the major companies do. Google, Facebook, um, Apple, whatever it is, they control everything in their ecosystem so that you're using their products, their services, and they're making money in all of the ways. But hand in hand, they're also solving a ton of your problems, and that's what you also need to focus on. It's not about what you want or what you think is cool. It's about what your customers want and what they think is cool. One of the biggest problems I see with people that start businesses is somebody will say, "Well, I think it would be really cool to have a gyro restaurant here." But the problem is there's not a market for gyros. The population where this person lives, people are just not interested in gyros, and maybe it's a novelty where somebody will stop by every now and then, but it's not going to be uber successful, and that's where you have to take your feelings out of it and look at your customers. You look at what's needed, not what you want to do, but what's needed. What is it that is missing? What is it that you know? What's a product or service that is just not being handled well in your area? That's what you have to focus on. And if you do know what kind of business or services that you want to start, then you need to focus on how to do it better than the competition. But before, if you're not sure and you're just one of those people that are like, I want to start a business, I just don't know what to do whatever it is that you're doing. If it's working a job, if it's helping out another company, whatever it is, you do that until an opportunity presents itself, and it will present itself in the form of a complaint. You will hear somebody say, "Man, I really wish that we had X, Y, and Z, or I wish this company did this differently." That's where you grow. That's where you grow. There's going to be a lot more information for me to share about the businesses, about business and what starting a business and how to grow a business. There's so many pieces and parts. This is just something for you, while you're on your way to work or while you're doing something, just to pop in and listen to it and just start changing your mindset in regards to business, because you can be totally taken advantage of by some person or company that says, hey, buy this course and in 30 days, you'll be working 3 days a week and you'll be a millionaire. And it's not a reality. It's hard work. It's hard work. And the majority of people that are in business are going to have to outwork their competition. And that's plain and simple. And you got to be willing to put in that work, and you got to be willing to be patient, and you got to be willing to open your ears and learn. I'm just really excited to be with you on your journey.